Hello, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about the mode thing you were wondering about, trying to utilize some pattern ideas, and then kind of explain how that works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off in G Aeolian like we normally do, G Ionian, which is E Aeolian, G major. With that shape. Now the one really big thing that you want to get used to when it comes to these shapes is learning to think of it as two-string patterns. Like here, for instance, it's very easy to see. Obviously, you've got two of the same shape here, two of the same shapes here, two of the same shapes here. So what you want to get used to being able to do is being able to connect these shapes together so you can move across the guitar this way. Okay? If you're going to be in this one position, the goal is to either play it in a more scalar sense or learn to play intervallically where you're moving making larger movements because I'm skipping over stuff. Okay, it sounds really pretty and obviously makes up a lot of melodies instead of just playing, doing that sort of thing, which obviously we do for speed picking. But the point I want to make with this is being able to visualize moving up and down the fretboard. Okay, now if we understand the key of G here, we have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and then back to G. And then it starts all over again. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, and then I run out of strings here, run out of room. So I'm going through the octaves of this G major 2.5 times. And then I run out of space. So what I want to do is I want to take one of these positions, like the top here, and figure out how to span this way or span this way. Now again, I need to be able to do one of two things. I either need to be able to see the next available shape, or I need to be able to think about the notes in my head. It has to be one or the other. I can't, I can memorize whatever, but obviously the big thing is being able to put all the positions together or know all the notes on your fretboard. So right now what I've got is I've got E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. Okay? So I'm just playing the top two strings. Now, if I was to connect to this, what I'm going to do is move to the 7th fret and the 8th fret. Now, as I shift up, you have to understand that every time I move up, I'm not adding new notes. I'm going to use G or A or B or C or D or E or F sharp because that's the mode that I'm in, or the key I'm in. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to move from using 5, 7, 8 to 7, 8, 10. And you'll notice there's a thread in between of the 7s and the 8s that are used on this side as the last part of this, and they're used as the first part of this. That's how they connect together. Now I'm using 7, 8, and 10. Okay. Now because I'm using 8 and 10, that's the second half of this, when I move up, I'm also going to use 8 and 10 again. But the question is what's going to be on the other side? Well, what's going to be on the other side at this point is 12. So what's great is that to this point, I have 3 symmetrical shapes. Okay, so I'm moving from 5, 7, 8, 7, 8, 10, 8, 10, 12. Okay, now if that makes sense, now what can I do with it? That's the question. Well, I could obviously move across one string. Whatever. I could move across 2 strings. Trying to make something up with those 2 strings. Okay? Or I could make some speed picking patterns. I could go. So what I'm doing is going all the way up, coming back down, and you'll notice what I'm doing is when I come back down, I'm on a down pick again. So I'm starting with a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So what I can do is shift there, and I'd be on an up strum, then back on a down strum. Okay, Or what I could do is I could shift up right there. So I could come up the other side going down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then keep moving up from there. Something like that anyway. Okay? So anyway, if that kind of makes sense, that's what you want to start working on. Okay? So the three different things. You can play up a scale. You can play intervallically. Okay? Or you can build patterns. Okay? So mess around with that and see if you can make something happen.